In the last lecture, we have seen operators in JavaScript. Actually, what are operators? Operators are used to do arithmetic and logical operations. We have seen various operators like arithmetic operators, plus, minus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus operators. We have seen one example how we can use arithmetic operators in JavaScript. We have seen plus operator in JavaScript, assignment operator, equal operator in JavaScript, assignment operator or equal operator in JavaScript. We have seen what is expression, how we can use expression. Now we will start with relational operators. Actually, what are relational operators? Relational operators are used to check conditions or comparisons of operands. For what we can use relational operators? To check conditions or comparison of operands. Now, results of relational operators is Boolean value, that is true or false. Normally, these relational operators are used in looping and control structures. So we can use these relational operators in looping and control structures. Now refer to this table, relational operators in JavaScript. Now for result, what we will do, we will use values for A as 5 and B is equal to 25. Now the very first relational operator is less than. Operator is less than symbol is used. Description is less than. Greater than operator, description is symbol is greater than symbol, description is greater than. The next relational operator is less than equal to. Less than equal to symbol is used, description is less than equal to. The next relational operator is greater than equal to, description is greater than equal to. The next relational operator is equal to, operator is equal, symbol is used, equal operator, description is equal to. And the last relational operator is not equal to. The symbol is exclamatory mark, equal to. It means not equal to, description is not equal to. Now we will see this example. The very first example for less than relational operator is A less than B. Now what did I told you? That I have considered A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 25. Now in this, the result will be true. A is less than B. Now A is equal to 5, B is equal to 25. It means result is 5 is less than 25 So result will be here true. It will be shown in Boolean value, that is true. The next example for greater than operator, relational operator. Example, A is greater than B. A is greater than B. Now already we have considered A is equal to 5, B is equal to 25. Obviously, actually A is 5, B is 25. A is not greater than B, 5 is not greater than 25. So the result is false. Next example, A is less than equal to B. A is less than equal to B. Already we have considered here. A is equal to 5. B is equal to 25. So the result is true, as we have seen, as we have considered. A is equal to 5, B is equal to 25. So result will be true. A is greater than or equal to B. Next example, A is greater than or equal to B. The value is false, as we have taken A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 25. So A is 5 and B is 25. A is greater than or equal to 25. The result is false. Next example, A equal to B. A is equal to, already we have considered A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 25. So A is not equal to B. So the value is false. Now the result will give true when we consider A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 5. So A is equal to 5, A is equal to B, so A is equal to 5 and B is equal to 5, then and then only the result will be true. Next example, A is not equal to B. A is not equal to B. So A is 5 and B is 25. So it is true. The result will be true because A 5, it is not equal to B 25. So in this way, we can use relational operators to check the condition or comparison of operands. Now see here, A and B, so these are operands, and here less than sign, greater than sign, less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to, these are operators. So in this way, we can use relational operators to check conditions or comparison of operands. Okay, fine. Is it clear? The next operator is logical operators. So what are logical operators? Logical operators are used to verify more than one condition at a time or to negate the condition. Now JavaScript has three logical operators: AND operator, OR operator, NOT operator. So these are three logical operators which we can use in JavaScript: and, or, not operator. So we will see one table, logical operators in JavaScript. Now the very first operator is AND operator. So the symbol ampersand is used for AND operator. It is AND operator. The next logical operator is OR operator. So here hyphen symbol is used for OR operator. And the third logical operator is NOT operator. So here in JavaScript, exclamatory symbol or exclamatory mark is used for NOT operator. Now we will see description of AND or NOT operator. So this AND operator evaluates to true only when all its operands are true. It means what it will do? It will give true or evaluate to true only when all its operands are true. Now we will see one example. Consider one example. Here we will declare one variable where age is equal to 25. So here 25 is assigned to age variable. Now variable age where next variable where salary is equal to 50,000. Now we will use these logical operators. If age is greater than 55 and salary greater than 25,000. Now what result it will do? Now as I told you in the description, it will evaluate to true only when all its operands are true. Now here one condition is false and another condition is true. So the first condition is false. So what it will do? It will give Boolean value as false. As first condition evaluates to false and second condition evaluates to true. So that whole expression returns Boolean expression as false. Okay, fine. Is it clear? So we will go for next logical operator. That is OR operator. So we will see description for this OR operator. OR operator evaluates to true when any one of the operand is true. Now in the previous operator, what we have seen? We have seen what it will do. It will evaluate to true only when all its operands are true. So in OR operator, it will evaluate to true when only one of the operand is true. So we will see one example. We will assign one variable. We will use one variable where number is equal to -1 if number is less than 0 or number is greater than 100. So in this example, first condition evaluates to true and second condition evaluates to false. So in this condition, what it will do? It will evaluate to true when only one condition of the operand is true. So in this example, whole expression returns to Boolean value 2 because here one condition is true. So It will give true Boolean for whole expression. Is it clear? Okay, fine. So we'll go for next logical operator. Not operator. So we'll see description for this not operator. This unary operator is used to invert the Boolean expression. We will see one example. Variable z is equal to 0 if not z equals to 0. Expression returns Boolean value as false. Okay? Fine. So we will go for the next operator, that is increment and decrement operator. Increment and decrement operators, plus plus increment operator and minus minus decrement operator. So increment plus plus operator in JavaScript is used to increment value of variable by 1. It means it will increment value by 1. It will plus value by 1. And decrement minus minus operator in JavaScript is used to decrement value of variable by 1. So here by mistake plus plus is written, actually it is minus minus operator. Decrement minus minus operator in JavaScript is used to decrement value of variable by 1. It means it will minus value by 1. So we will see these increment and decrement operators. This can be used in two ways. We can use in two ways, that is pre-increment and post-increment, as well as pre-decrement and post-decrement. Pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, post-decrement. So we will see one table, increment and decrement operators in JavaScript. Now plus plus x, it is a pre-increment. We are using as pre-increment. Now in this pre-increment, value of variable x is incremented before it is used in expression. So this value of x, it is used before the expression. Next, x plus plus. Now here we are using post increment. Now here in this post increment, value of variable x is incremented after it is used in expression. So here this value of x is incremented after it is used in the expression. Similarly, we can use pre-decrement and post-decrement. Minus minus x, pre-decrement, value of variable x is decremented before it is used in expression. Similarly, post-decrement, x minus minus, value of variable x is decremented after it is used in expression. Now we will see one example. Variable a is equal to 100, B is equal to plus A. Now here we are using pre-increment. So output will be B is equal to 101 and A is equal to 101. Next example, variable A is equal to 100, B is equal to A plus plus. Now here we are using post increment. So B is equal to A plus plus. So output will be B is equal to 100, A is equal to 101. Okay, fine. Is it clear? Now in this way, we have seen various operators in JavaScript. Now we will switch to the next point, that is comments in JavaScript. How we can use comment in JavaScript? Comments are non-executable statements in a program. It means in a JavaScript program, if we are using comments, so those comments are non-executable. So whatever the comments we are giving, it will not execute in the program. Comments are used to provide information or explanation about the programming construct. So if you want to write some explanation regarding the program, so we can use comment for that information. Statements added in comments are ignored by JavaScript. As I already told you that comments are non-executable statements. So if you are writing comments in a JavaScript program, so these are ignored by JavaScript. So JavaScript supports two types of comments. JavaScript supports two types of comments, that is single line comment and multi-line comment. So we will see one by one what is single line comment and what is multi-line comment. Now we will go for single line comment. Now single line comment begins with / symbol. Single line comment, it begins with / symbol. The JavaScript ignores everything from / to the end of the line. To the end of the line. So it will ignore, it will not execute in the JavaScript program. For example, now here variable, I have written this line in a JavaScript program. Variable x is equal to 200 and I have used here single line comment, assigns value to the variable x. So this line will be ignored by the JavaScript program. Okay, is it clear? Fine. So whatever comment we want to give, we have to use for single line comment / symbol, and whatever text or expression we want, we can give. So this assign value to the variable x, it will not execute. Only variable x is equal to 200 it will execute in the JavaScript program. Okay, it's clear? Fine. We will go for the next. The second type of comment which we can use in a JavaScript program is multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. So we will see what is this multi-line comment. Multi-line comments are used to comment on more than one line. So if you want to comment for more than one line, so we can use multi-line comment. So this multi-line comment, it starts with star or asterisk and ends with star or asterisk slash. So we can apply multi-line comment. So it begins with slash star and star slash. So we will see one example. For example, now we have used here multi-line comment slash star. For example, where variable y is equal to 165.840 semicolon, assign value to the variable by the next line we have written variable x is equal to y, assigns value of y to x, star or asterisk and slash. Now here we have used multi-line comment. So both these lines will not execute or ignored by JavaScript, as we have used here opening or start and end of multi-line comment. We have given multi-line comment for both these two lines. Okay, fine. Okay, so we will stop here only.